Dr. Perez, report to radiology. Dr. Perez, report to radiology.
Oh, you both look beat.
We are, Georgia.
We made it. That's the important part, Georgia.
Yes, all the surgery has been completed.
Oh, I got awfully worried when the lights started flickering.
Oh, it didn't bother us at all, no.
Oh, no, we got him into recovery just before the deadline.
But you know the power didn't go out. Maybe that's a good sign that the weather's changing.
I wouldn't bet on it. I think the only thing that could help us now would be a miracle.
Yeah, take it easy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just the whole night has got to me.
Oh, I know. It's terrible for you. And with your son in surgery, too.
He's holding his own. Georgia, we're going to take a 10. We'll be in the cafeteria before we go back to recovery.
Right. Do you want your messages?
No, I don't, because at the moment I'm too tired to even read them.
Nothing for me unless it's urgent or Steve needs me again.
No, nothing vital importance.
Good.
Main desk, Mrs. Price. Oh, yes, he's here. Just a moment. Rick, it's for you. It's Lesley.
Rick, go on ahead. I'll be in the cafeteria, then I'll be in recovery, George.
Right.
Fine. Thank you. Leslie.
Hi, I'm so glad I got through to you.
Hi. Where are you? Are you in Greece?
No, I'm in New York. I'm here. I just arrived.
Look, if you're at the airport, don't try to get a plane to Port Charles. It's just impossible.
I know.
We're snowbound. No flights in.
Rick, did you hear somebody just say, I know now? That was me. I said, I know. They told me out at the airport. I'm in the city. I came in and got a hotel room.
Well, at least you're very warm, which is a lot more than I can say for anybody here.
What is going on there? I can't believe any of that.
It's a nightmare, Leslie. The temperature's down. Well, I don't want to tell you just how bad, but it's pretty cold.
Why didn't you let me know it was this bad?
Well, I tried to when we talked before, but the line went dead.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, tell me now.
Leslie, it's a long story. We might get cut off again. Look, we've heard from Luke. He's on an island off of Venezuela.
Venezuela? What about Laura? Was Laura there?
I'm not sure. I'm not
What do you mean you're not sure, Rick?
Leslie, please, just kind of hang loose, okay? All he could say was that a friend had been with him.
That means Laura, right?
That's what I feel. He kind of...
You feel? He kind of... What do you mean? There's a possibility it wasn't, that she's not even alive? What do you mean?
Leslie, I'm just saying that I really don't know for sure. I don't want you worrying,
That's
please.
the silliest thing I've ever heard you say in my entire life. Of course I'm going to worry.
Luke said something to the effect that, and I'm assuming now, that Laura had been with him. Whether she was or not, or still is, I don't know that for a fact.
Something to the effect, Rick, did you even listen to what the man had to say?
Leslie, the communication was very fast, it was hectic, and there was a lot of static.
Okay, all right, look, I'm going to do exactly what you said. I am going to stay very calm and cool here. I am simply going to believe that Laura is alive and well and right at Luke's side.
Good, you keep that upbeat attitude, all right?
Okay, so tell me, any news of a change in the weather?
Well, I think we'll know...
Can you get up to Steve's office right away? It's Luke.
Fine, Jan. You give me 1 second. We may know more about that when we hear from Luke. Yeah. What is your number there, please?
Huh?
What is your phone number? There may be another communication coming in for Luke right now.
555-4040, room 259, but yes.
I'll call you back. Thanks. George.
He's gone bananas. What could Luke Spencer have to do with the weather in Port Charles?
What's happening?
Keep trying.
We've lost contact.
Nothing but static now.
Well, we heard Luke's voice, and now there's nothing but static.
You can't give up. Keep trying till you make contact.
Luke Spencer here. Do you read me? Luke Spencer. Come in, Port Charles. Damn the interference.
Don't give up.
Come in, Port Charles. Do you read me?
Do you read me, Port Charles?
There he is.
We've got him.
Yeah.
Spencer, Valentine here. We're in contact now.
The weather machine has been reversed. The weather machine has been reversed. Port Charles should start. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Marvelous work, Spencer. Hey, ask him about the security force. Spencer, what about our troops?
They landed. They're all over the island. They're securing the underground complex. They have General Kaluga. They've arrested him. They're taking Victor and turning him over to the World Security Bureau. The rest of us are safe.
Repeat, safe. Please pass that word on to Dr. Weber immediately.
Spencer, Dr. Weber is right here. Hold on. There.
Luke, who is safe?
Dr. Weber, all three of us. Laura, Scorpio, and I. Here's Laura.
Laura? Laura!
Dad?
Hi, sweetheart. Are you all right?
I'm all right, Dad. We're safe. Don't worry about me.
I haven't got a worry in the world now.
Rick,
Dr. Hardy and his wife are sending their love.
Well, give them my love, too, and Mom.
Well, she isn't here right now.
She's not. Is she all right? Nothing happened to her in the storm, did it?
No. In fact, she's in a very nice, warm hotel room in New York City.
New York?
Well, I won't go into it now. It's very complicated, but she loves you, and I know she sends her love, and, well, we'll all be talking very soon. And I'll be telling her that you're very safe.
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, Laura. We'll be seeing each other very soon. All of us will be. Laura? Luke? Laura?
Luke, come in. Come in.
Well, cut off, sir.
I'm afraid we've lost them.
They're safe.
Yes.
They are safe.
They are safe. Oh, Rick, I know what you've been through.
Right side up again. Well, Dan, better alert the personnel that I'll be making a very important public announcement.
I've got to call Lesley and let her know.
Dr. Weber, if your wife is in New York, I've got a great idea. Look, I've got to be off for New York and then Venezuela, right? Why don't you go home and pack and join me in the helicopter ride?
Go, man, go. After what you've been through, you deserve a vacation.
Hey, look, as a matter of fact, why don't you go with me all the way to Venezuela? Both you and your wife will fly down to Venezuela, take a helicopter over to the island. Believe me, great tropical weather there.
Oh, please, do it.
Well, we'll be able to see Laura a lot quicker, won't we?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, listen, we owe a lot to Luke and Laura, believe me, and maybe we could repay them just a little bit with a nice surprise, huh?
Thank you. Thank you.
I can't tell you how happy your announcement made everybody.
Quite a relief, isn't it?
Now, is it my imagination, or is it already getting warmer?
It's still pretty cold, Amy.
Well, the temperatures are rising, Jessie.
We are expecting real relief from the blizzard by morning.
I think I can tell Amy the other part of the good news, don't you see?
Yeah, yes, of course.
We talked to Luke and Laura.
Oh, I know. Bobby told me.
They're fine and well.
But where are they?
They're on an island off the coast of South America.
Well, are they in any kind of trouble or anything?
Well, they're certainly not in any trouble now.
But, I mean, well, what's going on? I mean, what are they doing?
Why don't you stop asking so many questions? Would you just please be happy that they are safe and on their way home?
I am happy, believe me. Jesse, could I have about 5 minutes to tell one or, well, maybe 2 people about Luke and Laura?
Steve?
Please, please.
Steve?
I don't see why not.
Oh, thank you, because everybody's been worried. I'll be right back, I promise.
Oh, she is so excited.
Poor kid wanted to know everything.
Well, we can't tell the whole truth until we get an okay from the World Security Bureau.
Yeah, they have to be able to guarantee everyone there's no need for panic once this thing leaks out.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone for keeping a lid on the situation, not letting anybody know what the real crisis was.
Yeah, there would have been panic in the streets.
I also want to thank you, Jesse. And you too, Rick, for running your department so brilliantly.
Thank you,
And you, Dan. What can I say? You had the most impossible task, and yet you managed to keep this hospital operating.
Thanks, Steve.
A lot of lives were saved because of all of your efforts. God bless you all.
You know, Audrey, I think we'd better get home before I start giving a real speech.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm gonna
Good
try.
night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
I think I'll check our fuel supply again and then try to get home myself.
See you tomorrow,
Night, Jesse. Rick.
Good night. Yes, room 259, please. I'll hold, thank you.
hello?
Hi.
Oh, I've been going out of my mind with worry here.
Well, everything's all right. You don't have to worry anymore. In fact, everything is fantastic. I talked to Laura. She is fine, Lesley. Yes, she is alive and very fine, and we're going to see her very soon. Lesley, you're crying. You know, I'm a little choked up myself, but everything is going to be great from here on in. And I mean everything, Lesley, everything. The last thing I said to you before our phone connection was broken, you called me from Greece? I said I love you. Did you hear it?
Yes, I heard it.
What do you think about that?
Well, I thought maybe it was the kind of a thing a person says to somebody if there's an emergency going on.
Well, Lesley, there is no emergency right now. Our line hasn't gone dead, and I'm going to say it once more so you hear it very clearly. I love you, Lesley Leonard.
There you are. Do I have any messages?
Alan already came and picked up both sets, and then he headed for the cafeteria. Which reminds me, Mr. Corrigan is also in the cafeteria, and he is waiting to see you.
It was freezing.
Thank you, Amy.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Lesley, I feel the very same way. I can't wait till I see you. You sleep well tonight. Our daughter is safe. Bye.
Wait. Did I hear you say you were going to New York?
Yes, Lesley and I are gonna fly down to the island and surprise Laura.
Could I please go too?
Amy, I'm sure you'd like to, but we are a special guest.
What do you mean?
Mr. Ballantyne, the fellow who helped with the weather situation, he is flying down there, so he asked us to come along.
To where Luke and Laura are.
Yes.
Wait a second. What do Luke and Laura have to do with the weather?
Amy, I think we should just be glad that Rick and Lesley are going to see Laura sooner.
Well, I am glad, except I never get to do anything exciting.
Well, I should think you'd be very excited about all the praise from Dr. Hardy. Did you know that Dr. Hardy's been saying how valuable Amy is, and she's been a key figure during this emergency?
Why, I have heard him say that. Yes, I've got to check on my patients and see ICU. Excuse me.
Well, isn't this a surprise, Mr. Corrigan?
Yes, we were just having a little chat. Unfortunately, Mr. Corrigan's going to be leaving my employ at the disco.
Oh?
Yes. Oh, by the way, Monica, you were so busy with the baby before, I picked up both of our messages. This one's yours.
Oh, my God. I really blew it, Monica. I really blew it for you.
What is this
Hey,
all
just read the
about?
message, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Urgent. I see you read SM. More. My God, how could you do this to me?
How did I know that he was going to get a hold of it?
Well, what is it? I mean, what does it mean?
It means that Susan Moore is just giving birth to Alan's baby.
I want to talk to you.
What's wrong?
You do not give any messages for one doctor to any other doctor. Do you understand that? But how dare you give Alan my messages? They were meant for me. Those messages were intended for me.
He asked.
I don't care if the whole hospital asks for messages. Not messages that are mine and mine alone. And Amy, I will not tolerate conduct like that. I mean it.
Monica, come over.
Jesse.
I'd just like to talk to you for a second. I think that's about enough. I know you're tired, I know you're overworked, and I know you're worried about your child. There's no reason to lose control.
Jesse, you don't know.
Yes,
really.
I do. I do know. Believe me, I do. A difficult time for all of us, but in the future, if you have a complaint about the efficiency of my nursing staff, I would appreciate it if you came to me and not to the nurses, or particularly the student nurses.
That's what's going on.
Nothing. Rick, you are right, Jesse. I was out of line. I apologize. I apologize to you, Amy. I'm very sorry.
Monica, what is it? What happened?
Everything, Rick. Everything's wrong. My child is sick. I don't know what's happening in the city. I feel like the whole world is just coming around.
You are in recovery. You haven't heard. The crisis is over. The city will be warming by tomorrow morning. We're going to make it. And so is your son. You better?
Yeah.
Okay. Alan, I think today has been a little too much for Monica. It really has.
Yes, I'm sure. Excuse me.
Sure.
Thank you. Monica, why don't we go over to the floating rib and get something to eat? They've stayed open all night to service the staff. I think we need to talk.
I don't think we have anything to talk about, Al. Except maybe the fact that the crisis is over in Port Charles.
It may be over in Port Charles, Monica. But our personal crisis is just starting. Come on, let's go have a talk.
Oh, look, I have to change, and I want to look in on Ellen Jr.
I'm going to go pack, go to New York, pick up Lesley, and we are off to see our daughter.
That's wonderful. Give her our love.
Especially mine.
I will do, Amy. I will.
Thank you.
Monica and I are going to check on Alan Jr., and then we're going to the floating rib.
All right, Alan.
Alan, if things hold out, your son is going to be fine. It's a great world out there, right?
Hey.